The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to the therapy session for the homies. Well, that's what we like to call it.
Join us each week for a candid conversation discussing spirituality, sexuality, holistic views,
And most importantly, how to stay away from the negative-ish.
while we sit back, unwind, and unlock
On the Sip and Sage podcast.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another session.
Hey.
I'm your homegirl, Des.
And it's your homegirl, Ray.
And welcome to another session of the Sip and Sage podcast.
Here at the one and only Morris Media Studios.
Woo. I'm feeling energized this week.
Really?
We in the last month of 2019. Like, it feels so weird. This month went by fast.
This year did come by fast, and I just celebrated my birthday. So I'm finally a part of the 26 club.
Woo.
I'm the very last one, but it's cool.
It's cool.
Cue next, though. Cue next.
So you the second to last?
Yes,
Okay.
second to the last.
Okay. Say the best for second to last. That's cool. That's cool. How was your birthday? How's everything? How's it
Birthday
feel?
was really, really fun. It felt good. You know, when I woke up, I was like, damn, it's my birthday.
It's my birthday.
This is what I've been anticipating the entire year. But I feel old as hell. It was 26 when it just sank in. You know, when it really sunk in and I was 26, when the insurance company told me I ain't got no fucking insurance no more.
Ooh.
So now I gotta be an adult and get some insurance. But for the most part, though, it feel good. I'm just blessed to see another birthday for that part. And I'm just ready to see what the chapter 26 got in store for me. 26 is here. Okay.
That's what's up.
But for the most part, I'm enjoying these 5 days of my 26ness. But for the most part, how are you?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Reality, like, literally is setting in. Like, wow, we entering another decade. Like, like I gotta wrap up. I feel like I've this whole like last half of the year, I've been about just wrapping up, you know, unsettled things, unresolved issues, things that I gotta close the chapter on. And in order for me to begin this new chapter that I know is on the horizon, I have to, you know, be an adult, take care of shit. Speaking of being adult, I got served today.
Who served you?
Papers.
Ooh.
I'm at home. I hear my mom. She like, how can I help you? They like, yes, I'm looking for Destiny. You know, they say my last name. I'm like, that sounds like somebody important. Like, my mom, you know, she just so like, she's so scared. She don't know. She like, oh, she upstairs. Destiny. Like, and I'm like, yeah. Go to the door. It's a man with some papers. I'm like, what's this? He like, oh, like, here are your court papers. You have to appear at. I'm like, appear? What? Wait a minute. Like, hold on. I'm like, what is this regarding? I don't have that information to discuss that matter. If you have any questions, I'm like, I'm being served. I only see shit like this on TV and movies.
Don't feel bad.
And it's not like,
I've been served
but
too.
it's not like in the movies, like you've been served. Like, it's nothing like that. It's like, you really showing up at my damn house with these court papers, bruh.
Have them come to your job.
You know what? They asked me about my old place of employment. That's probably where they went first. I'm like, I no longer am employed with them, sir. So, damn.
They didn't came to my job. Hello, are you Raylene Graves? Who want to know? Are you Yeah. No, before I could even say, like, yeah, he was like, you've been served. Served?
Serve. Bro, I'm about to serve you if you don't get off my porch. For real, I was like, damn, like, reality setting, I feel like they've been waiting because it's just like an ongoing dispute with a company. And I feel like they waited till I turned 26. Like, bruh, this was like a year and a half ago. Why y'all wait? I'm on this high, 20 thick high. Now y'all want to serve me court papers. Y'all just some haters, bruh. I let my haters be my motivators.
System is some haters.
Yeah,
they
so
sure is.
That's just what I've been on, just trying to adult and just get my shit together. And
because adulting comes with that.
Yeah, and this year strong, like, because I feel like the seeds that I'm planting now are what matter the most when it comes to my manifestations and things that I want to, attract for the next year.
Right, as you should.
So I'm just trying to, stay away from the BS, even though I've been, coming across a lot of BS. I've been trying to stay away from it. I've been like taking it in, but not absorbing it like a sponge, because I know sometimes I absorb things and it make me just be like, oh my God, like da. But I take it for what it is and move on. But yeah, I've been coming across a lot of BS.
That's good. You know what BS I came across?
What?
This bad Barbie baby shit.
Oh, bad baby.
Bad baby.
Baby. Not Barbie.
Whatever she want to be. I don't care. But this, we got to talk about it, okay?
Let's talk about it.
Let me sip this. Okay, we did it at the same time because we know it's finna be some stuff, okay?
Okay. So, first of all, how do you feel? This is a therapy session, so we got to say how we feel. So, what are your feelings in regards to that situation?
Okay, here's the thing. I don't mind other cultures wearing braids. Me personally, as a woman, I don't care. Do you, be you, whatever. Mm-hmm. But here's the problem that comes along with it. Okay, I want to read what she said. Because, see, I didn't really read it at first. But then when I reread it had me feeling a certain way. So Bad Baby decides to say, to all of the black females that are saying my hair ain't meant for box braids, guess the F what? Y'all hair ain't meant to be straightened, but y'all give... Wait, I'm just tripping. But y'all glue whole wigs on to your heads and sell Brazilian, Indian, Peruvian hair, which is anything like your natural hair texture at all. And I don't say a goddamn thing, neither do other cultures that you get the hair from. And on top of that, I am not one of the people who has ever made fun or said anything bad about girls with box braids or any type of braids. I completely agree that would be out of line and culture inappropriation if I was trashing black girls for wearing braids, them getting them, but that's not the situation at all. So leave me the F alone or I'm going to get real disrespectful. Who is she talking to? First of all, I get that she upset because I guess she probably got some bad comments or help. However, fuck all that. I'm going to get real disrespectful. Who is you talking to, little girl? Who? You ain't even 21 yet. Who is you talking to? I'm sorry. Because it just got me. I'm going to get real disrespectful. Who you finna get disrespectful with? You need to... Somebody need to beat her ass.
Okay. Wait a minute.
I'm going to get real disrespectful.
Wait. I think you're taking it from an emotional standpoint instead of looking at it logically before you react. Because right now you reacted, especially because certain words I feel like trigger black women, especially when they was
triggered like Janae Aiko for sure with that disrespectful comment.
When we are kind of like put in the spotlight, and I feel like black women feel vulnerable being put in the spotlight. First of all, we don't play about our hair, so for you to even mention that comment, first of all, her wearing box braids, I don't really care for it. Like, I don't care for any race really wearing it. Right. It's cringeworthy because it looks weird. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, she don't look right with them. Like, nah, boo, just wear your little ponytail, wear your little half up, half down, do what you do. But what I can say is that there's a difference for me between hairstyles and hair textures. Right. For her to mention straight hair. Now, granted, black women are mainly known for our kiki, coily, 4C, 4B type hair. But there are also some of us who have straight hair, right. And also some of us who have blonde hair. Now, mentioning wigs, that's not subjected to just black women, I feel like, because you see everybody with weaves and wigs. You see Hispanic women, although sometimes they don't be blended, but you see all different type of women with extensions and things of that nature. So for her to try to say, oh, don't nobody say nothing when y'all wear, we don't say shit when y'all wear y'all wigs and unblended extensions too. Thank you mentioning that it's trigger worthy because it's like, why This is what happens when you allow culture vultures to infiltrate your culture. They think it's okay to speak out of turn.
And it's not okay.
And say things like that. It's to me, it's mad disrespectful. You've already crossed the line of disrespectful.
She already got disrespectful when she was talking about the wigs and the glues and all of that. Like, first of all, the main reason why Black women, we straighten out our hair is because we don't want to damage it, okay? This right here, okay, it's not mine, but the reason why it's sewed in my head for 2 reasons. 1, I don't want to mess up my actual natural hair. And 2, I want to grow it. These are protective hairstyles, boo. We don't wear these just to be wearing them because we want straight hair.
I wear it just to wear it sometimes. It'd be cute shit. I don't have to explain myself and give like this whole scientific explanation on why I wear weaves. I wear it because I like it. That's it.
Why? Exactly.
You wear box braids because you like it. Other people from other cultures can identify with us culturally, but I look at it as shit. I don't feel like she was coming from a disrespectful place. That little text, whatever you read, that was disrespectful, but her getting box braids,
it wasn't disrespectful.
To me, it's not disrespectful because it's not like you doing what these magazines do with the Kardashians.
Right.
Kylie Jenner wears some cornrows. They be like, oh, Kylie Jenner and her newfound boxer braids. Like, what?
Right.
That's where it's cultural appropriation. In this case, I don't feel like it's cultural appropriation. Just because someone has a certain hairstyle.
I agree.
Like I said back with the textures and versus the styles, I don't look as weaves at, like I said, just, to one race. But also I would look at it as like, you know how in Asian cultures they put, the sticks in their hair.
Right,
like
the chopsticks.
Yeah, that would be you kind of like showing homage to that. But now it would be cultural appropriation if a Black girl come out saying, yeah, Black people... or I invented this hairstyle when it's a part of another culture.
Right.
Like, that's where I look at it as the lines of cultural appropriation.
I agree. I definitely agree.
And it's crazy because it feels like it's like always, they say Black people are like always saying like, this is ours, but you don't know how much has been taken away from us.
Preach.
Over these years. So we gotta hold on to the little things that we do have left that we can identify with culturally.
Right. Which is the braids and the weaves and all of that.
Because and the locks.
This is something that we do to our hair because we want to protect it, wear it because we want to wear it, and because a lot of people don't have 4B, 4C hair texture. So unfortunately, Caucasians, Hispanics, Asians, y'all don't have to deal with the hot combs to actually straighten your hair out because your hair is already straightened. Yeah. In order for y'all to get the curls that y'all want, y'all have to perm your hair. And in order for us to get our hair to be straightened, we have to use the perm to straighten it.
That's facts.
Period. So I just don't like when other cultures think it's okay. I mean, I don't have a problem with them dressing like us or wearing their hair like us, but the problem that I do have is just being like super cocky with it and just thinking that they came up with it. Like, if that makes any sense.
I get what you're saying.
Tati from Black Ink Crew. That's
to me, it's a thin line because it's like a lot of people across various nationalities and ethnicities dislike Black people. They look down upon us. They turn their noses up at us. They look at us like, we ghetto, we loud, we don't have no home training, we're aggressive. All of these negative things, but yet they love our culture. They love our
clothes,
style, like
our music, everything.
They just love it, and it's almost like a weird obsession, like that. I feel like sometimes the energy that they're so obsessed with kind of manifests into hate sometimes. Like,
I agree.
And it kind of bounces back on our own where we not unified within ourselves, because we're not united within ourselves because we are too busy taking on their narratives and their standards
and their stereotypes.
I seen some comments about the whole Bad Baby situation from African American people, like stating like, oh, y'all Black girls just mad that a white girl could rock this better than y'all. Like, and that's where it kills me, because it's like every time someone who's not Black does something that is culturally identified with the Black culture, it's always a comparison.
And that's so annoying.
You don't hear nobody out here saying, oh yeah, black girls, they rock that curly hair better than the Puerto Ricans or the better than, someone else who identifies whose hair is naturally curly. Like I said, textures is not subjected to just one race. That's what this whole argument is about. And that's why I feel like she lacked a point. Like it made her point not valid because you're talking about hair textures. You're not discussing a hairstyle.
That I do agree. Because it didn't make any sense to what she was talking about. Like, I can understand why she was upset of all the backlash that she received due to the fact
she's
that
young, though.
Exactly.
She don't know how to articulate that really.
Cash
you pop
me outside.
off. You pop off. And that's understandable. But like I said, we as black women have to stop being so triggered. Like, we got to be as unbothered as Omarion, damn it. Like, let them do them. Like, they can't never do what we do better than us. Always have that confidence and always keep that in the back of your head, So no matter what they do, if we brought out I look at, like, moving away from hairstyles, I look at, like, our fashion and how we dress and how we, put things together. I see other, like, for example, like with Jordans and stuff. Like,
I see them.
Even throughout the 90s, that was, it was a part of hip hop. It was a part of the culture. But now I see other cultures from other countries, like wearing these high-end shoes and stuff. And they don't put it together as like we would. You know how we coordinate and we do things like that. But that doesn't mean that they're culture appropriating.
Right.
That just means they're taking something and making it their own. And that's not necessarily taking something from our culture and making it their own. But how am I trying to say it? They're embracing our culture.
There we go.
When you go to like Japan and stuff, it's like a big like
influence.
They be having braids and stuff too.
They love
like,
hip hop.
They love our culture so much they want to embrace it. They want to, they want to be involved in it, and I don't see nothing wrong with that. I love it. It's Me like too. You are recognizing us as creatives and our culture as they're
inspired. That's what it is. They're inspired. They're inspired. That's all that is. And there's nothing wrong with that because they not talking about how the glues and the Peru. I'm still stuck on that. I'm sorry.
Like that's where it just got mad disrespectful for me. It didn't trigger me, but like I said, it still made me look like, okay, but y'all wigs and weaves don't be that much better than ours.
Right.
Because we be, if you see, go on Tumblr or like Pinterest and just type in black girl weave. Just look at the black girl magic that pop up. Like baby hairs be on fleek. It be nice and crisp. Part be on point. You can't nobody do hair like a black woman. I don't care what you say. Like
I agree.
We be slayed to the T, but it's just so sad that I feel like it's social media too, because
social media
if social media wasn't around, like people wouldn't have the cojones, the balls to the balls to say what they want to say. Like, and I feel her where she coming from on that end, because it's like people be trolling. That's why I don't want to be famous.
Right.
Like, I don't got the time, bro. Like, I would just ignore. I'm gonna be unbothered. I'm gonna ignore you, and that's why I feel like
unbothered.
What? That's why I feel like her level of maturity is not there. Some people ain't cut out to be famous.
That's true.
Like all these new artists and stuff, they don't know how to handle the fame. They don't know how to handle the pressure, and they crack it, and it's making them say things that don't need to be said. All of that was unnecessary.
It really was. And then she posted a video, like, getting, like, hella... This how she looked.
Rah-rah. Rah-rah-rah. Mute it, boo.
Like, girl, it's not that deep. I get that you mad, but at the same token in time, think about what you said, too. And that's another thing that these celebrities don't understand. Take accountability for your actions, too. Take accountability for the things that you say. Because if I know somebody was to rewind this back, or the perspective, or any other podcast that I've done in the past, and I said some ignorant stuff, I'm going to be like...
Check me. I get it.
That's what I said. I can't take it back, but that's how I felt in that moment, and that's just that. And me being older, I'll probably be able to break it down just how hopefully she will be able to do when she gets older.
Yeah.
But still, take accountability for your actions too.
Yeah,
celebrities, anybody.
I feel like a lot of her argument was just based off what other black people were feeding online.
Right.
Like that whole, other girls, black girls have straight hair and Peruvian hair and all that stuff. Like, the other races not gonna speak on that. We give other races the narrative to down us,
right?
To down talk us. Like, for example, this is an older situation, but it was a picture of Naturi from Power, that came out, and 50 Cent was like talking about her hairline, like publicly, like posted the picture and everything, and in the caption, it's talking about this woman's hairline. So that's an example of. If a black man is downing another black woman about her hair, what makes you think other races are going to respect us? That's why we gave her the pathway, the open door to just be able to, talk her shit. And it's not right. I don't agree with it at all, because you don't see black people out here trying to, like, purposely down other races.
Because we don't have the time for it, because we've been downed the entire time that we didn't came to the United States.
We just trying to be
up. If the foreigners would have just left our asses in Africa, we would have been all right. Okay? We didn't ask to come here. That's what people gotta be. That's what people fail to realize. Us as African Americans, we didn't ask to come to the American
We didn't
States.
land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. I just had to say that. I'm sorry I cut you off. When you just said that, it just reminded me.
But that's just the point that I'm trying to make. If y'all would have just leave us be, I just feel like everything would just be better.
Nah, I wouldn't even take it that far. Just, like, respect us. That's all. Put some respect on my name.
Period.
Put some respect on our culture and just stop. I don't think it's gonna stop, bullshit. But this is just me venting, hoping that it will stop.
Right.
Because it's getting borderline annoying. Like, let people do them. If they want to wear box braids, and let them say, if it's gonna slip out in 3 days, sis. Your hair is slippery as hell, so it's gonna slip out in your sleep. It's okay. Like, I don't let it bother me. Like, when people are like, oh, you see she got braids, okay, good for her. Like, but that's when we open the narrative and we be like, oh, she looks better, or she can't do it like us. That's when you open that comparison narrative. Right. You don't compare where you don't compete, boo. That's it. That's all.
Period.
Like,
I think my biggest pet peeve with it is when they have the braids or the box braids or the individuals or whatever, and then it's like they're trying to talk like us too. Mm-hmm. Like, when I come across them type of women, I just look like, okay.
See, I countered that a lot in my childhood.
That's
kind of growing up in Long Beach.
I understand.
You know who I came across? The races that did that. That it was the Asians living in Long Beach. It's a large, Asian population. Whether you're Cambodian, Filipino, and I went to high school and a lot of them was real like down. They were crumpers, like crumping Asians crumping in high school, and I look at it as them not culture appropriating, but embracing our culture, because that's where crump was started. Yeah. That's ours, and can't nobody tell us it's not. But you have these other races who have come in and want to embrace us and want to be a part of that, and I dig it a lot.
I do like that as well. I just hopefully just pray one day that more of us African Americans can be able to embrace other cultures who wants to embrace our culture and our hairstyles and everything like that. That's what I do want. But as far as the ones that be trying too hard, y'all know the ones that I'm talking about. The ones that get the hairstyle and try to be a part of the hip hop culture. There's one thing that you can tell if somebody's genuinely inspired or genuinely who wear this, and then there's the ones that be like, "What? Hey, yo, what's his name? I was just quoting the movie Malibu Most Wanted."
Oh,
them.
Don't be hating.
Damn. Because I done came across a couple of them in high school. See how you went to high school in Long Beach? I went to high school with the white kids. And there was a couple of white kids who used to do that. And I used to be like, oh, you trying too hard.
You trying too hard,
You trying a little bit too hard. You live
hard.
Up the street. Mama and daddy drive a Porsche.
Oh, yeah. You trying too hard.
You doing too much.
Don't be on your new tip. Don't do
Speaking
that.
of Nunu, happy birthday, Lauren. Sag gang, period.
Okay, whatever. Gosh. You Sagittarius, man.
I love
Kill
you
me.
too. but I love you.
You know what I was just thinking about?
What's up?
White people don't have no hairstyles. Like, that's culturally there. It's like, what, a ponytail? A bun, Karen? Like, you know.
I almost spit this wine out of my mouth. Look, I almost fell out my chair. Destiny.
For real. Like, and that's why I feel like the jealousy and the rage. Because every other culture, you know, they have they different things that they do culturally that they identify with.
Right.
But white people, it's
just a straight down.
Straight down, ponytail, hamburgers, and hot dogs. No, for real. And that's why I don't let it faze me, because I'm like, my energy is too golden for that to even let that. I told you I've been working on not attaching myself to the BS. That is some BS that I refuse to attach to or let it attach to me. That's why I had to stop you. I'm like, whoa, calm down.
That was
young
just
grasshopper.
some BS. That was just some straight up bullshit, and I'd be damned. If this, I'm gonna get real disrespectful. How? What disrespect? I think that's the part that triggered me the most. The disrespectful word. Because my whole thing is, what do you mean by that, little Twitter thug? What do you mean, little cash me outside? What you mean, girl?
Yeah,
sis.
What? This is where it had me looking at her side eye with the little eyebrow up emoji. If I know how to put my eyebrow up like The Rock, I would.
Or like Ice Cube.
Yeah, like, huh? Like, for real, because when she said, oh, your man's like it. Like, that's where it...
Disrespectful.
That's where it's like, bruh, listen, like, we don't care if Jamal told you you look sexy in braids. We do not care, okay? If that's what you want to do, who was she with? Who was she linked to? What is his name?
NBA young boy.
Yes. If
Kentrell
she had him tatted. If Kentrell told you that them braids look good on you, that's not everybody's man, boo, okay? That's not, like, that's where it kills me. Like, you don't see, like, black women, like, oh, all y'all Hispanic men want us, or all you know, all y'all Asian, Filipino man or white man want us, you know? Although they be looking, you get lucky, but you know touchy.
Period.
But you don't see us, like, doing all that, doing the most. Why? Because we know our power. We know what we are. We're divine feminine energy, and we don't need validation from nobody. And that's what I feel like these other races, when they do things that are kind of along the lines of cultural appropriation, they look for the validation, like, and the comparison, and that shit is annoying. Like, why you can't just...
Because they want to feel good. They want to be able to be confident because they know they're already insecure about getting a hairstyle in the first place because they ain't black. That's what I got. Yep.
Braids, period. Okay. I got you.
That disrespectful word. That disrespectful.
I get you. She was already disrespectful the minute she said you black women, like with the wigs and the glue and all that. Like, first of all,
I just
girl, if you still gluing your whole weave in,
you got a problem.
In 2019, that's a problem. You need to change hairstylists, because that's not.
You
good
change
for
your life.
Roots.
You need to just use your real hair. I just how you want us to use our real hair.
That's
use
not
yours.
good for your roots. But yeah, I'm leaving Bad Baby in 2019 with that comment. Well, as the weeks go by, I'm going to just mention the things that I'm leaving in this year. Starting with Bad Baby. Bye-bye. We're leaving you.
And that concludes this week's episode of Sip Is Age Podcast. Make sure to follow me, your girl, Raylene Inez, with 2 Z's on the Instagram. Destiny, go ahead. Tell them where they can find you at.
At Miss Destiny Denise on the Instagram. I was about to say so. I was about to be like, you can follow me at dnastyAOL.com. No, just kidding. But yeah, Instagram at Miss Destiny Denise.
And make sure you follow us on Sip Is Age Podcast at Sip Is Age Podcast on Instagram. On Instagram. And make sure you see us on YouTube. Subscribe, all of that. SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Y'all know what it is. And we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Deuces.